Yo, what's up, African Fight Fam? It's your boy JB back here again with another podcast. Today, I am on the road. I am not at home. You could tell by the picture of the camera quality. I'm just using my laptop webcam because we have to do this. I'm trying to keep up with the consistencies, or I should say, we are trying to keep up with the consistency. So we keep giving these episodes every week, every Sunday, I must add. And yes, today I have the yin to my yang. That's none other than my boy, Toby Aderemi from Lagos, Nigeria. Toby, what's up?
What's up, people? What's happening? We're back again with another podcast episode coming to you back to back every week, as promised. What's up? What's happening?
Omo, we thank God though, we thank God. Situation. I'm so tired. I need to sleep, but we have to keep the train moving. So what's up with the bad luck with you wearing a Celtics jersey? Is that why our connection was crap and we started a live stream and we had to stop the live stream because the audio was giving nonsense? Then we had
So
to
you're going to
record this.
blame this on my Celtics jersey now?
Yes, because
That's not even
sorry to
fair.
use the S word, Celtics are shit. Speaking about
Jalen Brown,
speaking
you
about
mean?
speaking about the NBA, I just saw that Bradley Beal is likely going to join Phoenix Suns, so they are going
Yeah,
to
I
be
saw that too.
stacked in Phoenix. Yo, that's
Stop
not
the
what we're talking
offense. They
about.
can't defend.
Yeah, apparently their best defender is Josh Okogie. Uh, yo, ladies and gentlemen, another episode of the African Fighters podcast, episode
Yeah.
7 of the new season. We've been doing this for 7 weeks, guys. Actually, 8 weeks because we missed a week. Actually, 9 weeks because we missed 2 weeks. So there you go. We would have a milestone episode in 3 weeks because we'll do something about 10th episode. Yo, without any further ado, spoiling your time, enough of the ramble. We are going to get into it. Oh my days. Can you believe this?
It's
Ay,
from
ay,
last
ay.
week.
The banners that are here. Oh, great! I found the one this week.
Okay.
Here we go, guys. So, uh, yeah, I mistakenly went into our banners of last week, and first on the agenda, we are going to talk about history made down in Amsterdam. History made in Glory Collision 5, live from Rotterdam Ahoy Arena in Netherlands. A new interim Glory heavyweight champion of the world, Tariq Cookie Osaro. Big win, big victory. I want you to be honest with me. Did you did you watch this fight, or did you catch the highlights, or did you rewatch it after?
Hmm. No, what I watched was not even highlights. It was just the knockout.
No, but you saw it was the same fight that they knocked out the referee, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I saw that
yes.
too.
So you saw that as well, right?
So
Yeah. So just so you know, why we were saying history and why this is a big deal is because Glory title is one of the things that eluded a very famous Nigerian kickboxer, New Zealander, Israel Adesanya. He he went through the tournament, qualified to fight the champion, and the champion at the time, Alex Pereira, he beat Easy for the Glory title that time, and that was one of the things that Easy actually wanted to win. But yeah, so as I was saying, it eluded him. So let's talk about Tariq and how impressive this was. Cause coming into this fight, he was an underdog. How impressed were you, my brother, with the
uh,
knockouts that you watched?
very impressed, very impressed. Honestly, I love watching kickboxing because there's like it's all action, start to finish. So I was impressed. I'm very happy for him. Um, I must say I wasn't too sure of what to expect from this fight because teammates that have trained together for so long, putting them in the ring to compete for the greatest honor in their weight class, it can be dicey to negotiate. Like, do you want to hit too hard? You don't want to knock him out. You don't want to cause any serious damage. I mean, you know him, you know his family, you know all of that, his kids and everything. So it can get difficult to put yourself in that kind of situation. So I'm really happy that they gave us a show. Um, Unlike Merab and his friend that are refusing to fight each other. Let me just throw that arrow that way.
Yeah,
But
well,
yeah,
I
very
must say, a lot of
impressed.
people were writing out Tariq coming into this fight. Obviously, uh, Antonio has been known for Antonio Plazibat. I'm sorry if I botched your name. Has been known for his finishing, so he finishes a lot of fights. I believe he has 16 KOs, and I'm not one to analyze kickboxing, to be honest. I don't really understand kickboxing to that extent to tell you, oh, who's a technical fighter. I mostly learn when I watch and I listen to the commentary because they try to put some experienced people in there. But I would say this is really really huge. I don't know what Tariq's plans are. Being a heavyweight and a kickboxer is a remedy for a superstar in MMA. I'm trying to make a case for him crossing over into MMA and then making crossing into the UFC because with the knockout power that he has and the leg kick ability, I don't know about his grappling. I think he's going to make a very very exciting heavyweight in MMA. I hope we could get an interview with him to talk to him uh, about his career moving forward. I must also add, he did not win the title. He won the interim title, so there would likely be a unification bout down the line sometime this year. I believe the champion is Rico Verhoeven. So we would understand who will be the undisputed glory heavyweight champion at that point. But I think even he wouldn't want to rest on his laurels right now. He will be looking to unify the interim and the heavyweight title, which would be a big payday for him, I believe. I think this is his biggest achievement in his career so far because this is probably the biggest night in kickboxing the whole of this year. There were about like four title fights on that card, which is crazy, which is crazy to say because in the UFC, for example, because we keep on using UFC as an example, you cannot see four titles on one card. So,
It's
but
not
then Glory being like the alma mater of kickboxing, and it's really huge down here in Europe and in the Netherlands to be exact, because we've seen people like Cedric Doumbé make his name out of here. Cedric Doumbé became like a proper star out of just being from Glory. So yeah, I guess I rambled a lot. Do you have anything you would want to add?
yeah, just on the him crossing over to MMA, I think that would be the logical move for him, like down the line. That's where the money is. I think he has everything to be a superstar. Um, we'll probably dovetail into the next topic, but a famous goat in that division said you need about a year to learn grappling. So I guess if he puts in the work, at least just to get a takedown defense, something to work with, and then he can, transition easily into MMA.
Yeah, another thing you should know is, or we should know, or you watching should know is that MMA, kickboxing fighters or kickboxers and boxers, they are not necessarily new to grappling because most of the gyms that they train in there train with MMA fighters as well. We know that the MMA fighters, when they have like marquee matches, they bring in strikers and wrestlers and grapplers in those disciplines to come and like mimic whoever they are fighting. So I would say he has probably done a lot of sparring with MMA fighters. He has done a lot of sparring in maybe grappling and whatever. He's not really new to that. So I don't think do I think he needs like a long time to polish his grappling. I don't think it's very necessary, but obviously he needs to focus on that. But what what do you think about?
If he's going up against John Jones, my guy, he needs the time.
Omo, we're not
If he's going up
talking John
against the
Jones. We're
best
not
of the
talking John
best.
Jones. Okay, okay,
No,
okay,
I know.
okay.
I'm just saying, like, if he's going to go into MMA, he wants to, I don't know, make wave there, be a champion. Like, all of them
Mm,
step into the organization hoping to one day be champion. So I don't think just being invited to camps or sparring here and there or watching people spar is going to actually do the job. I mean, people will come for you like big time as a weakness if you are from like that kind of kickboxing background. So I think if he's going to really, really make a statement in MMA, I think he has to like put in the work.
yeah, and one last thing, I agree with you. I agree with you. He has to put in the work. I believe he agrees as well. He's likely going to watch this because how many people will be talking about this online? So, yo, Tariq, what's up, my guy? How far now? So, yeah, I agree. I agree with you, and I believe he agrees as well. I really want to see what will be his next step. The big money right now is in MMA. He would likely want to like maybe if I was a kickboxer and I'm fighting in an organization like Glory, I would want to take the biggest title I can, and that is the unification fight that will come up probably before the end of the year. I'm sure he would have to bet on himself to do that first before he, because it looks very good for your resume to like cross over into MMA and it'd be like
Mm-hmm.
former glory former glory heavyweight kickboxing champion, um yeah,
I mean,
because
look at like the people who have come just because of that resume. They've been able to like jump the queue, jump the line. So I think he'll probably get
there's only
something
one
similar
person
to.
there's only one person that did that, and it's Alex Pereira,
Yeah. I
and
mean,
and
I
he did
mean,
that because Easy allowed him to do that.
yeah, but like if you okay, so he comes into the MMA and then he like
Mhm.
absolutely destroys the first two people that he sent his way. Like just because of that, okay, he was a former champion. Like plus the heavyweight needs shaking up, my guy.
Yeah, the heavyweight division is a bit meh. Yeah, this guy, the guy from Suriname, the heavyweight from Suriname, the one that Ngannou cancelled one time like that, kill his hype. Rosenstruck. Rosenstruck.
Rosenstrike. Yeah.
Rosenstruck. He was like a very decorated kickboxer, wasn't he?
I'm not sure, but he's been beaten black and blue by the best of the best. So
Yeah, but like he always like I think he was on a tear. He was undefeated before he met Ngannou. He was on a tear. He was knocking people left and right. You understand?
yeah, he
It was
has serious power.
yeah. So like his striking is crazy, man. His striking is crazy. So if a kickboxer like Tariq like this now, if they give him a favorable matchup, someone that doesn't want to grapple like that, omo, na birds, man. Na person go sleep. Yo, okay, guys. Uh, as you can tell, we've been doing a lot of MMA references because kickboxing is not really our niche. But yeah, we had to show some love to the Nigerian first ever Nigerian glory kickboxing champion. All right. From one heavyweight, we move to another heavyweight, just uh, in the neighboring country of Nigeria, of Cameroon. All right. PFL5. Uh, PFL announced that Francis Ngannou will be at cage side or smart cage side, as they say. And shortly before the event, they said John Jones will be at cage side, and they kind of did. John Jones and Ngannou will be at cage side, and yeah, fans were like, "What's gonna happen? This is whatever." And then John Jones showed up in a PFL T-shirt as an a UFC champion. I don't know what Dana White and his people will think about that. I'm sure the press would ask him the next time they get a chance. But I really want to hear what he would say. But yeah, John Jones was there.
All right.
Mm,
So before we go too far, I think John Jones guy, yeah, he was fighting in the
mhm.
PFL. So John Jones was like a corner man to his guy.
Oh,
So that's why he had to like
oh,
pull up
that
in the
explains the
PFL
shirt.
shirt. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
So
okay,
it's
okay.
it's not like he was repping the PFL or anything like that.
Okay, okay, okay. That explains it. That explains it. Okay, so holy shit. So here's the thing. PFL happened last night. Bellator happened last night. Bellator had the main event of the Nev Kim. Oh gosh, guys. I think that's a light heavyweight title was on the line. Oh, remind me, what's the name of that
Nemkov,
soldier of God?
Nemkov,
N-
Nemkov
Ninkov
versus
and
Romero, Yoel,
exactly, exactly. And then he has Sergio Pettis and Pitbull fighting in the co-main.
and Pitbull.
So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So PFL had no buzz at all. That event had no buzz. The only thing that trended the whole of yesterday or the whole of this morning was Ngannou and John Jones doing the face-off. And also, I think one thing that trended was one of Muhammad Ali's grandkids that was fighting that had a TKO victory somewhere on the PFL card. So yeah, so they faced off. They said a lot of things. A lot of cameras was on them. They were talking about it was just sort of like a bromance. This one was just touching. John Jones was touching Ngannou's arms. Ngannou was rubbing John Jones's stomach. Uh, it was a bit weird to see. But first of all, what's your take on that? Then we can talk about what this means. Yo, I cannot hear you.
Okay. Oof. Can you hear me now? Hello.
I can hear
Are
you
you
now.
there?
I can hear you.
My mic is. All right. Okay. 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 So personally, I watched the PFL like stuff go down yesterday because I had some
Hmm.
like personal people that I was hoping to see that had hype, but the guy that they want basically to fight Ngannou, that they are pushing to fight Ngannou, was fighting yesterday. So I wanted to see how good he was. I wasn't really impressed though. But anyways, so have you listened to the conversation they had, like John Jones and Ngannou? Like, have you heard what they said to each other?
There was a transcribed video where they did a bit of a subtitle on. I think that's on Ngannou's page, but I didn't really pay attention to everything. It was more like
I think Ngannou
I'm
posted
the
it
I'm the king,
this
I'm
evening.
the king. Yeah, so this
Yeah,
one say I'm the king, and this one will be like
it
I'm the
was it,
king. They
it
didn't
was
really say
just
anything
two guys
noteworthy.
with supreme egos. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, to be a fighter, you need to have a bit of a ego,
yeah, like it
but
was just two guys with serious egos, like trying
my my
to, I
my,
don't
my
know,
people my
flex
people have
and
a say.
finesse on each
My
other. I
people
don't
have a
even know
say.
what was going on. They were so weird and cringy, like
Yeah, so
but
my people have a say. Can you hear me?
well,
Guys, I'm viewers, I'm really sorry about the audio. The audio is really crap. And I think I lost Toby there. Oh gosh. So it's just gonna be me. So I'm just gonna tell you what I think about the John Jones and Ngannou thing, right? So my people have a say in Hausa. It says Tabakalasa. Hausa is a language from Nigeria. Tabakalasa means tap and lick. So like maybe when someone is being greedy to you and they bring a pot of soup, right? And they allow you to just tap and lick, but you can't have the whole meal. Is sort of what Ngannou and John Jones did because we know that this is one of the greatest fights that we will never see. Even if we see it, both fighters will not be in their prime at that time because of obviously the contract situation of Ngannou and the contract situation of John Jones. We can only imagine what it's going to be. But I think this is good for buzz. This is good for clicks. Hey, we've got Toby back. Toby, hi, welcome back. So, yeah, what do I make of it? I don't really make too much of it. Uh, I guess we would wait to see another trend-worthy thing that they would do. We at this point we're just waiting for Ngannou's next move. And speaking about Ngannou's next move, Toby, did you see that Ngannou mentioned that he is going to fight in PFL early next year? Or did you not see that?
Yeah, I saw it. But like, who is he going to? That's the problem. If he's fighting a PFL guy, I don't think he's going to. I think he's better than everybody in that heavyweight division. To be fair, so unless they manage to sign a couple of interesting people, the heavyweights I saw fight yesterday to try and make it into the playoffs, man, they were not on his caliber. They were not like he'll take them out in one round. So they need to kind
Yeah.
of stack up that division or find worthy opponents, basically.
Yeah, I don't think the person that he would fight would necessarily have to have a contract with PFL or needs to be on their rankings. He just needs to find a free agent somewhere or someone in another promotion.
Do you
I
ever
think
see the UFC PFL thing working?
of course it's not gonna work because PFL is not even on the level of Bellator yet. So
I thought they were
they are
acquiring
not.
Bellator.
Yeah, but they haven't, right? So PFL is technically not even the second best promotion in the world or second biggest promotion in the world, in my opinion. I still think it's Bellator. I think PFL is even second, is even below one championship. Uh, they are throwing money around, and if they could achieve to purchase Bellator and purchase all the assets and all the contracts and all that, then that would be a huge deal. Voila, guys, I'm really sorry. It's past midnight here. So yeah, let's leave this Ngannou matter. Let's go to Themba Gorimbo meeting Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So Themba Gorimbo, Zimbabwean UFC fighter who we've had on the podcast or who we've interviewed sometime 2 weeks ago. He won his fight. He kind of trended online for having only $6 in his account, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson has a similar story to that. It was just something that The Rock is reached out to him. So, but when The Rock reached out to him, Themba was in South Africa at the time, and he only revealed in his IG story that he was meant to meet Dwayne The Rock Johnson last week, but that didn't happen because he was in SA, so they have rescheduled, so they would likely meet very soon. But here's the thing:
Hmm.
the thing to discuss here is how do you think Dwayne the Rock Johnson can help Themba? In what way will he help him? What do you think?
Oof. Uh, there's so many ways. I mean, like just the association with Dwayne alone is, I don't know, man. Temba is a very likable guy. Like people just naturally gravitate towards him, and I think it's not just a matter of what The Rock can do for him, but I think it's also what he can do for The Rock. I mean, publicity helps everybody in the end. So I don't know. It could be. I like to see Temba in some kind of movie with The Rock. It won't be bad. I don't know. I think financially it could help. Endorsements wise, associating with The Rock will definitely mean people might be looking your way in terms of like endorsements and all. So yeah, so many benefits for him.
Uh, well, I agree, maybe endorsements, but I don't think. Well, I think Themba has the enough charisma to be in movies, but I don't think it's going to be that deep. Maybe endorsements, maybe it could be something as simple as Dwayne The Rock Johnson posting him on his social media when they meet, because that's gonna be like huge for him because literally he's the most followed man in the US. So I think that alone is crazy enough. Because Themba will pick up a few thousands of followers from there because people like to hear those stories. Or it could be something like Dwayne The Rock Johnson wanting to be like, yo, dude, you have a crazy story. Let me hear it. And then him turning it into a movie because there's nothing like rag to riches stories like that and the American Dream. Because Dwayne The Rock Johnson did a movie for Paige. Paige is a WWE wrestler, a female wrestler. Actually, she wrestles now with AEW as Soraya. I believe that's
Soraya,
her real
yeah.
name. Yeah, so she uh I think it's battling my home or coming from home. So she comes from a pro wrestling family with her brother and all that. So like the her wrestling family was a bit big here in this time in the is was known here in the UK wrestling community. So there was a whole story about her background and how she found herself in the WWE. So they told the story. They had actors act it, and that was a Dwayne The Rock Johnson promotion. So if Themba's story is something that clicks in Dwayne The Rock Johnson's head, I think he could try to get something done. Maybe that could be a break for Themba as well. So
Yeah.
obviously we are just spitballing, but yeah, meeting Dwayne The Rock Johnson is huge and massive because Themba had an interview with TMZ recently. So TMZ is hitting you up because they think you have clout. So that's a big deal as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, as I said the last time, Themba, I beg, if you don't blow, no forget us. Yeah. All right. If you have something to say, we could talk about it before we move to the next one.
Yeah, Themba is. I think he recently posted a Nigerian guy who just went to South Africa. I think someone he took under his wings, and the guy is really good too. So he also loves giving back a lot, and I think that might just resonate with people. You know, he's a really likable guy. So yeah,
Okay. All right. I think that's it. Oh, we've got one shout out that we have to do. Uh, just a quick shout out to Raphael Uchegbu, who is a champ. Just got champ status in FCC. FCC is a local MMA promotion here in the UK. Raphael is a British Nigerian fighter. Um, well, double promotion champion. He won by Reneke choke in the fifth round, I believe. And now he's a champ. Raphael is someone that we would love to interview so we could hear what his intentions are. Because being a champ, I think that you've done everything for promotion at that point. What would the future be like? I would really like to hear from him. I did mention when I mentioned it to you, you were like, "What? I know that guy," but you can testify that those two belts in the pictures I showed you, those two belts look really good on him. Are you doing Google? Are you Googling this guy now by the side?
man, I can't even hear you clearly. To be fair, so I'm not sure.
Oh, you cannot hear me. Is that your
Not
excuse?
not clearly. First of all, I don't even know the promotion like FCC. If it's that good, my guy, get the hell out of there. Get into some big promotion. Like, let's see you, my guy.
I think there is oh gosh, what's the name of this promotion? The one that Cage Fury. Cage Fury here, I think in the UK is the biggest UK MMA promotion. I'm sure he could get into Cage Fury. He probably needs to, if he has a contract with FCC, that means that he probably needs to fulfill it. But we don't know what the situation of his contract is. But his grappling is insane. He's got some crazy submissions.
What
The
weight
UK
class?
fighters are not really known for grappling. I think it was bantamweight, wasn't it? Wait, I have to check. Oh, I
Wrestling at
think
phantom weight.
it was bantamweight. You can
He
Google
should
too now.
travel
Abi, you know get.
to. He should travel to Liverpool and go and hook up with Paddy the Baddy and let him introduce him to Dana White.
Oh come on. Oh come on. There are a lot of like locally. There's a lot of things you could achieve before you get to. Because Paddy the Baddy spent a lot of time in Cage Fury, didn't he? So he's
Yeah,
not really
yeah.
even a really he's not really a kid, Seth. Conor McGregor too came from Cage Fury.
But I
So
think they need English boys. I mean, some of the big guys just left. I think what's this guy's name who just left the UFC? Uh, can't remember his name. The guy that has
which one?
a
Oh,
DUI
Darren Till.
case. Yeah,
Darren Till.
yeah. So if they are going
Mm-hmm.
to bring any promotion to the UK, they need guys on their roster that can, pull out the crowd, pull out the fans. So they might be looking to invest in some UK talent. You never know.
There are a lot of UK talent here, but yeah, about Uchegbu is that he's not really. The UK are not really known for their wrestling and grappling, right? But he's got a lot. He's got a few submissions on his resume. Um,
So, would you like to tell us where he's learning that from? Like,
me I don't know. Me I don't know. I just pulled up his topology now.
oh, okay,
Uh,
fighting out
uh,
of
F-
where?
FCC have not put his record on because they've not updated it yet. Of his last fight against Mateos Linhares, but
Hmm.
he won by armbar in his last fight against before this fight against Andres Felipe, and before that his first loss came in a PFL playoffs. He lost by
Playoff
unanimous decision. Uh,
by
yeah,
unanimous decision in the playoffs.
in the PFL playoffs. Yeah, Uh,
But to be fair,
he
the guys that fight in the PFL playoffs are pretty good. I mean, look at the likes of Impar. Like the guys they bring to the playoffs are desperate, really, really talented guys. So I don't think that should really be a knock on his talent or how good
yes.
he is.
Yeah,
All right.
so his record right now says 7-1. I believe when they add this last fight, it will be 8-1, which is very good. Which is very good. He probably would still want to continue stacking his resume before he makes a jump, but he has fought around a few promotions. He fought in Bellator. Actually, he did his debut in Bellator Birmingham, and then he fought again in Bellator London. So he fought him. He has fought. Oh, he's been around, bro. He's been around.
He's been around.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's it. Shout out to Raphael Uchegbu. Shout out to you, my brother. We only wish and hope big things for you. We're watching. We're watching. You're on our radar right now. So yeah, that's it, guys. Today's episode has been a bit shambolic, but we try. We try. We try. You've got anything to add before we go?
Nah, I'm good.
All right,
It's
ladies and
been
gentlemen, boys and girls, we are very sorry that this is coming this way, but yeah, this is the African Fighters. I remember Jibril Aminu, aka JB underscore Aboki, and my co-host is Toby Aderemi, aka what?
LADOMA at Ladoma21 on all social media platforms.
Yes, and Ladoma has a record coming out very soon. Listen and stream. All right, people, that's it, and we fade to black.
Come on, Africans!